live. Stop. You got a copyright claims? No problem. This is how to quickly correct a copyright claim on YouTube. For example, your video gets a claim. What do? For me, I will panic right away, like, what's going on? You are frozen. Why? Not only you are frozen physically, but your revenues are frozen. The stress level rise. Before you freak out though, many claims are flexible, especially if you legally have a license for the music. Now, here's a question for you. Did you actually pay for the track? If yes, things will get much easier. The real problem is you'll upload a video using music you pay for, or it's free. YouTube still flags it as a copyright claim. And suddenly you are wondering, did I do something wrong? Will my channel get punished? To tell you, I feel that way today. Do I need to debate or delete the video? Well, claims is not equal to a strike. Many claims happen automatically through content system. And I could tell you right now, automated systems make mistakes too. And many of them, they could be really time consuming. So I'm going to show you 2 ways how to deal with this. One is to actually submit a dispute, which if you look at my previous video, I show you how to do that. But also I'm going to tell you how to completely avoid a relatively painless and easy way. Now, don't panic. The first thing you have to do is verify. If you're disputing anything, I want you to check, was the music properly licensed? Sometimes you think it is, but it may not be. Was the subscription active during the upload? And that's the most important one. If on day 1 you get a claim, let's say June 1st, doesn't really matter, and your subscription was not active until June 15th, even though you have a license, you kind of may be in a situation that you don't have any protection. Now, are you using the correct account? That also happens to me. I have multiple accounts, and basically I was not pointing to the right account. So you have to be careful with that. And also ask yourself, can you prove access to the music? If you can't prove permission, why let a claim sit there? Act on it right away. The fast fix framework. Here's some things you need to do. Gather proof before hitting dispute. You need your contact email used for the account. Remember, you may have multiple emails. Be sure you know which email you use for that account. You need the license or subscription details. You need an active subscription date, a platform verification link, and a clear explanation. Now, I'm going to show you a little quick checklist that I put together for this occasion. See if it comes up. No. Okay, I have to go look. You have to go find it. Replace with a screen share. Should be that one there. You see that? That's basically the things that you need right there. Email used for the account, the subscription date, the date that it was active, the verification platform link, and a clear explanation. And I believe that this will be like an example how to do it. This video used licensed music during an active subscription period. contact email included in the verification. That will be the information that you have here, basically. It's a good framework for doing that. Now, let's continue on. I'm actually going to go to my account and show you how to do those things as well, because I have a couple of claims that I need to process, so you know an easy way to get that done. Now, speed is important. However, clarity is much better than speed. Clarity would allow for faster resolution. And I can show you, I just show you an example how to do that. Now, here's a rule that you may want to follow. Long emotional paragraph equals bad strategy. If you're going to be angry, putting, emoji with a sad face or emoji with an angry face, it's not going to help you out. If you have clear evidence, that's a much better strategy. And like we showed you in the dispute checklist, you have a specific formula that you could use to do that. Now, this is a mistake most creators make. Writing angry essay in dispute, over-explaining everything, sending zero proof. No proof equals the claim is going to be denied immediately. Even when you send proof, sometimes it might get denied because it's a tool that's actually doing. If your formula is incorrect, you also be denied. Now, ask yourself, could someone verify my claim in under 30 seconds? If not, simplify it, make it simpler, make it easier to understand. Again, we believe here that this format that we show you here is a winning solution. So go ahead and use it and apply it. Oh, what is this? That's not the right one. Give me a second. Let me replace that one. This is the one. Yeah, this is the one right here. This is a winning solution. Sorry about the other one. Got too many folders open at this particular time. So that's a winning solution. So stay with that. You should have a winning methodology for getting this thing done. Now, oh my God. Now, this is something that's misunderstood by most creators. They think speed matters most, but in reality, their secret is proof and qualified proof, or proof quality. The best kind of proof that you could provide, the better it will be. This is why a weak dispute will slow down the process and the review process, and it will probably get denied. Strong proof makes it easier for verification. Platform love clarity. And remember, most of these claims are being done automatically by AI tools, not by individuals. Now, there's a big insight coming. Stick around with us, okay? There's one tiny detail that dramatically improves credibility. And that's including the things that we mentioned, such as the contact email that's tied to the account. Remember, it has to be the email that's tied to the account, the subscription of the license ID, and this thing, the active date range. For example, you may have had a license, but you stopped subscribing to that. Let's say you had a license between January to December, and then you stopped the following year. Keep track of that, because they will come back and they will make you prove the date range that you had the license. Official verification safe list information. Okay, that's important. Why does it work? Removes the guesswork for the reviewers, which may be a computer or it may be an AI tool, makes verification easier, reduces back and forth headaches. And I'll tell you this, I had to do a claim a couple of times until they actually take it out. If you have the time for that, it's great. If not, I'm going to show you an easy way to get that done. Here's a shortcut. Copy the structure, not the words. Build your dispute like this. The problem, describe the problem, provide the proof, and provide the verification as I showed you before. For example, music was licensed during an active subscription period. There's a keywords that are there. Is the account detail used? Verification available here. That's basically what you need to do. Simple when scale. It's much easier to do that. I have had claims where I had a virus license that actually did not get accepted. My format was not the best. I'm constantly improving on that. So what happens next? After you submit your claim or dispute the claim, stay patient. Monitor dispute status. You will get an email from Google, from YouTube, letting you know whether it was accepted or rejected. If it was rejected, you need to act upon it, okay? Because it was very important. Now keep receipts and subscription history saved. That's very important to do that. Create a folder and keep record of doing that. Avoid resubmitting emotional messages repeatedly. It's like, for example, I know that I have a subscription with this company, and I submit a dispute and they deny, and I submit it again and again and again and again, but I'm not making any changes. So in essence, you might be submitting, you may have the wrong dates in mind. You could potentially have the wrong format in mind. You could potentially have the email could be incorrect. There's a lot of reasons why it gets denied. So you have to avoid emotional messages. This is a question for you. Would you rather argue or make approval easier, right? You make the approval easier by providing the information in the correct format and things of that nature. So sometimes claims happen because the wrong account was connected to the video. Subscription expired before use. Music wasn't covered for that content type. Metadata mismatch triggered automation. Here's the lesson to learn. Documentation save creators time. Here's a final takeaway before we get into the stuff that we need to do, right? And the actual work of showing you how to clean up some of the claims. Okay, copyright claims feel scary at first, but evidence beat emotion. Organized creator move faster, keep records, and stay calm, and dispute smart. Now, let's see if we could go through some of these claims here. Okay. I'm going to try to bring up the YouTube. Okay, I can try to show you some of the claims that were recently. Now, if you look here, you have this video here. It's short, and it has a, if you hover over, see, if it says no on the restriction, you're good to go. But if it has a note, like this was a short policy, right? So you hover over it and it says, Short policy, dispute rejected. No restriction. Short visibility is not affected. The copyright protected content detected doesn't affect your short. And then you say learn more. And it will take you there and you give you more information. I'm not going to go reading all this, but it gives you more information about that, how to handle that, right? It's important you take the time to do that, right? So it's one thing or another. I think I'm a validation video on. So go back here again. And then you want to press see details, right? That's what you want to do. So here, so what happened? The copyright claims on your video do not affect your claim. This is not a copyright strike, so that in itself is good for you, right? It's not a strike, so this is good. The same thing it tells you about your channel and visibility, right? Now, what's important here is the following. Here it tells you the music that was impacted, outbreak. It says the author was Fusion, and it's an audio file. I have submitted a dispute for that. It was rejected. I submitted it using the formula that I just showed you. I'm not going to be showing you my account, but basically what we did was, let me show you this again, see if I can. See if he has a move. We use this format right here. You could submit the claim, right? So I must confess, I didn't have the date range when I submitted it. So maybe that's why I got rejected. It doesn't necessarily have to do that. And also had it on the safe list record for that company. But you know what? I decided maybe it was my mistake. Maybe it was not my mistake. And I can, if I want to, deal with that. And resubmit my claim and keep resubmitting it until it's actually fixed. And if I wanted to do that, right, in here I could see details, right, and I could play the video.
James sat frozen in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to...
So I could hear the song that is being impacted. And again, then in the bottom portion, it tells you what you can do. The claim of disagreement with your dispute and reaffirms the claim on your video. If you feel confident that you already disputed, that your disputed claim was mistakenly upheld by the claimant, you can appeal the decision, right? So you could do that, and you eventually you could win if you have the proof, right? But if you don't have the proof, you say, you know what? Like, what other action can I take, right? You could say, you could erase the song, remove it without a song, and if you say, you know what, the video, the short is already being posted for a while, I'm not getting that many views, I could just get rid of the song, just click here, and it'll be gone. You could replace the song, and that's what I'm going to work on tonight. I'm going to show you how to do that. Although you can submit another appeal, okay? It tells you what to do here again. It'll take you to a place, it gives you all the detail how to do that, right? But once again, I'm not going to read through all this. You can go ahead that if you have a claim, you can go ahead and do all that yourself. So, because when you click here, it will take you to a video, to a place where you get all that information. But let's just say, you know what? I don't want it. I just want to replace the song. I don't have time. to submit a second appeal on that. So you click here, you say continue. Now you're going to be taken to a folder, and I'm going to show you a couple of things in here. You could just look what they have here and see. That's one. I'm not going to play the whole video, the whole thing. It's going to do a sample. That I like, I think it's this one. I like that one. So what I have to do is click, you want to look at the license, right? Yes, you can use this video track in any of your video, including video that you monetize. No attribution required, right? So that's really good. If it was an attribution, then you have to do something, but look at the details. It gives you all the details about the sun, right? So let's say I want to use that one. So I click on the ad. This is if you want to add it to your library, right? Let's say I want to add it to my library, and this is to play it, and then you add it, right? Now something very important here, right? What it's actually doing is replacing the song that was there, so you no longer will have that issue. And I suggest that you click on the mic level. Sometimes the mic level is too high. Usually I put it all the way up to the left, and I do maybe 3 clicks. Move it a little bit out, not that much. Because if you leave it out completely, what's going to happen is it's going to overwhelm the video, and you will get nothing. And I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. See, okay, so let's listen to it now.
James sat frozen in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to rejoin the world. His discharge
That's
papers.
Song, but if you do this, okay, if you do this, I said that you put it halfway through. Listen to the sound right now.
Felt like a dead end. Civilian life seemed like a minefield he wasn't equipped to clear. Then he touched his old dog tags, and a memory hit him like lightning. Down.
You see, then when it gets louder, it's going to overwhelm the sound, the vocal, the narrative. So you want to, what I found now is what you want to do is you put it all the way up to the left, and then you go 1, 2, 3, just a little bit, so you have enough. So it becomes actually background information, right? Now, once you click save, that's it. You know, the change is made, and you won't be able to go back. And if you don't like it, you could discard the information, and then you could start all over again. But let's save it, because what I want to do is I have a couple of things, one that I want to do tonight, and I'll be able to do that. So you have to click, I acknowledge that these changes are permanent, right? See right here, right? So you want to read all this information in your own time and click the learn more information. That way you can be sure you know what you're doing. But you got to practice, because I made a couple of mistakes a couple of times while doing this thing. And basically, you learn more through your mistake than you learn sometimes by just doing stuff. So let me catalog this because I need to do some double checking. So if you give me a second or two, I will go ahead and I will catalog this for me. Okay. Takes wow, I didn't think it was going to take that long. Okay, well, it did. It's done. Okay, we're going to do a couple of more. So you close it out. And what it's doing right now, you see it's doing checking. And when you hover, it kind of gives you the detail. But we're going to come back to this one. It's called Courage to Move Forward. And in a few minutes, you'll see that the policy will say none. So let's get a move on. Like I said, you have the option. Here's another one. See details, the outbreak. I'm going to leave that one as is because I'm going to resubmit a claim on that one. But I need more details for that. I'm not going to fix all of them tonight because this one has the same song. But it's no big deal, right? Sometimes I reuse song in multiple videos. So let's listen to it.
Warriors Reflection. Captain Claudia for the
So we got that. It's just a sound. This one's kind of upbeat kind of music. I'm going to replace it because it's a short video. It's part of a larger collection. I may not. I don't think it's going to impact what I'm trying to accomplish.
Cost of freedom on her face. Permanent scars from an IED blast.
Sometimes when it's like something that you kind of, it's a collection, it's a repeated audio that you may not want to, that you don't mind changing it. Basically, the best thing to do is just to change the video and move forward. Especially when, in some of these cases, like on this one, doesn't impact what's going on. Let me go back and check the other one. See right here. So we no longer have the video that had the claim anymore, so they'll clear that up. So you see you got none here in this area, right? We go back to this one. So they're checking that one. You see this one here, show policy. There's another one where the dispute was rejected. Same song, so I'm just gonna replace it. I don't have time to dispute because I know they're short in there, and I know what kind of music. I just want some music that goes along with what's going on.
Every morning, the U.S. Marine Guard.
So it's that. I'm gonna replace it by Some fast music. This would be great. Yeah, and I'm gonna go here and click here. Mic level. I want to check the mic level before it goes forward.
Gunnery Sergeant Cooper came into my shop. He was a U.S. Marine who helped evacuate orphans.
The same kind of upbeat music that I wanted to have was part of the video, so I'm going to save that one. So basically, these two will be fixed tonight, and the other one was fixed. This one here, I want to leave it for tomorrow because I may want to keep that one associated with that kind of video that I have, because it's a different, a kind of video that I wanted to do. It's kind of, I'm going to show it to you so you see what I'm talking about. It's different than my other videos. Oh, you won't be able to see it. So I forgot you have to actually switch the screen for doing that. But anyway, it's just cartoonish, like, you know, animation. I don't do that many of those videos because they do take time to do and produce. They're kind of unique in nature, and I kind of like the music that it has. So I'm not going to wait until tomorrow to make a determination what to do with that. So that's basically a faster way. You know, if you don't want to dispute every single, if your dispute get rejected and you say, you know, I could change the music and make it go away, especially when you get things like this that says, go back. When you look at it, if it says, when you look at the details, sure it doesn't change. Okay, this is not a copyright strike, right? If it's a copyright strike or it's impacting your monetization, obviously you want to take action right away. But if it's not, if it's just kind of information where they're making a claim and it's not impacting what you're doing, you got more time to work on it. And I want to go back and I want to double check all the data on this particular one to make sure that I didn't miss anything or misrepresenting anything. So that's why I'm not going to process this one tonight. I'm going to wait until maybe tomorrow or the next couple of days. I'm going to act upon it. And that's something you want to do. You want to go through all your videos. Like we see right here, these two, we just worked on these two right now. It says no claims made on that, right? Because we just changed the song. It's that simple. It's a lot easier than disputing everything. If the music that you apply to the video is not so unique that's bringing you tons of views, you know, you want to just go ahead and change it, right? And that's something that's good to do. You know, because it's easier, it's faster, and you don't go through the head of having to redispute, because this rejection, a lot of times they're automatic in nature. It's an AI rejecting the information, and if one digit is off in your dispute, they might just deny it, and you may have to do it several times or waste a lot of times. I don't know about you, but I don't have a lot of times to do that, so I'm always weighing the decision between, do I dispute the claim, or do I just change the song? As you saw tonight, I decided to change the song because it was faster for me to do that. So You need to make those determinations every time you do that, right? Make a determination whether you want to dispute it, whether you want to go ahead and basically just replace the song, which will be much easier. Now, the one thing that you want to be sure you do is this, right? Is that you act not so much quickly, but that you act in a fast enough so you avoid losing any money. Because if it's a strike and you cannot get monetized for that particular video, plus it's impacting your channel, right? There's some urban legend that says that if you have a strike against your video, even though it may not be true, when the strike is open, the algorithm tends to slow down pushing out your video. I'm not sure that's true or not, but there are some evidence that says that it could be. So you don't want to have any claim against your video. And by the way, you have to go through and check, like I did, page by page, because sometimes the claims to your video may not happen for weeks, sometimes months, and you may not even be aware unless you're checking your email every single day, which if you get hundreds of emails like I do, may not be the thing to do. So hang in there. Now, just want you to, we're getting towards the end of this video before we go to the next video. What I want you to do is the following. I want you to subscribe and support us. Subscribe to help feed our veterans and support the creator education, which we're trying to do. We're trying to make people aware of issues that we have in the community and how to fix them. Okay. Now, remember, engagement is king in what we do. So here's a question for you. Have you ever beaten a copyright claim? Or have you ever gotten stuck fighting one? For me, it's both. So give me your story in the comments section below, and I will read them over, and maybe we could send some good information and improve the way we're doing things. Now, don't forget to watch my next video. It's right here. Don't forget it, okay?